Guys, 2600 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Homeport version of Exidy's Crossbow. But first, let's take a quick look at the arcade cabinet so we can do a little comparison. So here's the cabinet. Now, Crossbow is a fun light gun shooter that came out around 1983, and it has the village stage, which for me was pure nightmare fuel as a kid. Just listen to those sounds and look at those goblins, witches, and devils. This game used to scare the crap out of me at the deli when I was about 5 or 6. Yet I would still try to play. Just, again, pure nightmare fuel. Now let's take a look at the 2600 version. So here's the box and the box art. I was able to pick this up pretty cheap. This was a newer game on the 2600, so it came out around 87, 88. Now to compare the graphics, here's the jungle stage of the arcade game, and here's the jungle stage on the 2600. So 2600 and the Atari company made a valiant effort porting it, as you can see. Now let's open up the box and see what comes inside. So here's the cart, which has the same artwork as the box art, which happens to be the side art of the arcade cabinet, which I love the side art. I love this artwork for Crossbow. Now let's see if there's anything else in the box, like a manual or anything. Usually there's something. Okay, so we've got the Crossbow Manual, same exact artwork from the side art, the box, the cart on the front. And we have our 90-day limited warranty card. I better fill this out and mail it out. Now, looking at the manual, this box tells you the different settings for difficulty levels, where you can have friend protection, or you can hit your friends, or you can turn the crosshair off. Now, here are the zones as we travel through the danger zones. No Kenny Loggins jokes, please. You'll notice there's the desert, the caverns, the volcano, the jungle, the drawbridge, and the castle hall, but there's no village and there's no regular bridge. That's because those two stages are missing from the 2600 port. It's a shame, but again, it's amazing that they're able to include as much as they did, including this attract screen. So if you don't do anything, there's an attract screen. Okay, so we're going to choose the red path. You can choose red or green. This takes us to the volcano stage. So now you use the joystick and you move the little box, which is supposed to be like the crosshair, and you hit the button to shoot, and you have to protect your people as they travel across the screen. The lightning effect is pretty cool with the flashes. You can see the graphics are pretty basic, but again, this is the Atari 2600. It's amazing they're able to cram as many different screens and sprites and everything on the cartridge. I mean, just thinking about doing a port of Crossbow on the 2600 is insane, especially since there's no light gun for it to use. So now I'm going to do the green path, which takes me to the desert. You'll notice there's not as many creatures or as varied creatures as the arcade game has, but they have the basic ones, especially the deadly ones like the scorpions, the giant red ants or fire ants, the bats and stuff, the giant eyeball, which is supposed to be the end wizard character keeping an eye on you, the snakes. And each different character or enemy that you shoot gives you a certain points to rack up your score. And depending on which path you choose, you can keep going in a loop and redoing stages, or you can try to go right to the end. All depends on if you want to go for high score or not. Again, I still find it amazing that this is fit on the 2600. And if you do well, you earn another companion to join you. So do green path again, which takes us to the cave. Now sometimes you have to shoot something, like I had to shoot that spike to drop it into the crack in the hole so that my characters can walk across. Now I'm just blasting away at the, was it stalactites that are falling down? You just gotta keep working them across. As you can see, just fall above their heads with the cursor. And the bats just keep coming. See, the bats are pretty relentless at times. They just make a beeline right for you. You just gotta wash, rinse, and repeat until you get all the travelers across. Again, while it may seem very basic, you have to remember this is the Atari 2600, and considering the limitations of the system, it's amazing that they even thought of porting Crossbow to the 2600. And let's see, yep, got another traveler. Now what path? I think it's blue. Yep, so now I'm at the castle drawbridge. So you gotta shoot the chains or ropes, whatever's holding the drawbridge, and protect the travelers from getting across. This part is super hard because the birds that swoop down can kill them. You have the archers that pop up shooting arrows, and it's such a pain to hit the arrows and be accurate and hit the birds and watch both at the same time while controlling with the joystick. There is a Atari 7800 port of this game, and this stage is much easier on that. See if I can get at least one across to show the last stage, the last screen. I have yet to beat in the game. I can get to the last screen, or the last stage, but I can't make it across. There's too much going on. So I got one across. Get the red path. So here's the final stage. Not going to get far. There's the dragon's head, and I can't. So that's Crossbow for the 2600.